Yeah. Okay. So how are you? Did you have a nice 4th?
Yeah, I did. I had an amazing 4th. I went hiking and did a 7 mile hike up and down the mountain, so that was awesome. Uh, a lot of, I've like conditioned my body to be able to do those things. Like when I started, yeah, I could like barely walk a mile. So,
Wow.
it's been, conditioning my body and doing the right things to get myself there. So it's always nice to like when you do things like that after you feel so rewarded. I was like, this is amazing. And it was the perfect weather. It was like in the
It
70s.
was beautiful.
I
Well,
wasn't, drowning and like being like, oh my God, it's so hot. So,
yeah. Well, you did a lot better than me. All I did was like eat.
oh, I did my fair share of eating.
I didn't do much. I didn't do much. Hey, Sierra. I didn't do much of anything else. Ate a lot and maybe did a little bit of walking. But anyways, time to
That's
refocus.
okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, it's always about like, hey, let's, once you have those moments and you eat too much, then it's just refocusing, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's okay to jump right back on the train, so to speak. If you fall off the track, get right back on the train.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, so we're going to talk about water today.
Yeah, we're going to well, for those who may not know us, we're going to do a little bit of an intro so you know who we are. So, Mindy, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay. So, my name is Mindy, and I became a certified health coach because I've always had a passion for food and exercise. I guess I can't say always. I started off kind of my whole childhood up until my early adult life. I was overweight, super lazy, didn't have any motivation to like take care of myself. It was like always tired and just, I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to, I never did any hiking. Like I could barely walk a mile and not be winded. So, but I went through a weight loss journey myself and lost 80 pounds and have kept it off for years. And about a year ago or so, I became a certified health coach just because I have a passion for food and exercise and staying healthy, and it fascinates me on what you put in your body can affect you so much, and so that's kind of where my story started. And now I run my business and help other women feel good and lose weight and get healthy, and it's been amazing. And then you and I met.
Yeah, and then you and I met. And it's been really awesome.
Right.
So my health journey is somewhat the same. I didn't find health until my mid-40s when I started getting really sick, and I was actually a functional alcoholic as well. So I had a lot of stuff going on, and I just decided that wasn't the way I wanted to continue to live, and I started making some changes. And I too realize the power of what you put in and on your body and how it can make you feel. And so, I made some pretty drastic changes. And at first, it seemed a little overwhelming, but, when it becomes a lifestyle, you're just, you're feeling so good and you're doing all the right things to make your body's a machine. So it just starts to perform optimally. And so I became got a certified health coach certification. Probably it's going on almost 2 years ago now. And my passion is to help people, learn better ways of living to add to the quality of their life, eating habits, simple tweaks. It takes 21 days to change habits, and it can be done. And once it becomes a habit or a new routine, then you don't even think about it. Exactly. So that's my passion, just to help others get healthier. It can seem like, impossible, but when you start feeling the rewards of changing your ways, then it becomes a lot easier. We're living proof, right? And I'm proof
Exactly.
that it's never too late. I'm 50, I'm 55-ish.
Oh, I know
And
idea.
honestly, I've never
You
felt
look
better.
amazing. I had no idea.
Thank you. I've never felt better in my life, honestly. So
Absolutely. That's the amazing part is like taking care of your body. It's the same way. Like I'm like I feel better than when I was in my 20s, and I'm like that was supposed to be when you're like at your height, right? And like oh you're young and you know life is good, and I feel like I'm probably in the best shape I've ever been and feel that way too. And it's a fun journey, and then seeing other people have the same results or like seeing them feel good is just as rewarding, just to help others with those.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. My goal is 100, but I want to be a functioning 100-year-old, able to still move and groove and all kinds of fun stuff. But that's my goal.
Awesome.
That's my
I love
plan.
it. That's an amazing goal. My goal is to drink more water.
Okay. Yes. So
We're gonna
yes,
keep it simple.
we're keeping it simple. Okay. So that's why we're here. The topic of the day is hydration, and some facts about hydration and how a factoid. I don't know, for those who may not know, your body is made up of 70% water. So automatically that would lead you to believe that, okay, that's why it's so important to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Because you need to be replenishing those fluids, and it helps your heart pump more blood to your vessels and muscles, and it helps flush all those toxins out of your body. I mean, if you're not pushing things through, given a stream, just think of a stream, it just keeps running through, then you might run into some problems.
Yeah. Hydration is so important with that. It basically hydration helps all your bodily functions, and detox is like one of the biggest systems that water is needed for it. So yeah, absolutely. It's that, and also like fluids through your body. So your muscles, that's also another way is with your muscles, keeping them lubricated. When you drink that water, it helps with that too.
Right. And a rule of thumb, if you are thirsty, that's a sign that you're already dehydrated. So, and then we're going to get really TMI here, but if your urine isn't like a pale or clear color, it might indicate that you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
And, if you're exercising, one way to tell for sure, if you're a big workout person, if you weigh yourself before a workout and then after your workout, you can actually tell how much fluid you have sweated out. And for every pound of sweat you lose, you need to replace it with a pint of water. And if you're not sweating doing your workout, then what does that mean?
If you're not sweating, that means you're already dehydrated before you started.
Right.
So,
And,
so
and, juices, some of those sports drinks, and have too much sugar and are actually aren't good for you at all in general, whether you're dehydrated or not. And caffeine is more of a diuretic, so it'll actually make you more dehydrated. And alcohol, even though it tastes oh so refreshing and it makes you feel oh so fabulous, because I know that feeling.
Right.
However, it's like the worst. Have you ever been in the pool all day and the cocktails keep coming and it's hot out and you're feeling great in the Palm Springs and the big pool and everybody's having a great time, but that can just kill you, because that can lead to like heat stroke or overheated because you're not replenishing your fluids.
Yeah, always have one glass of water and one cocktail. So that way you just, you drink that water and then you have the cocktail, drink the water, have the cocktail.
Yeah.
So that way you're like, okay, you keep your hydration up.
You have to have balance, right? You have to have that good balance.
Balance in life. It's the key to life. Absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, like drinking a good thing to remember is drink half your body weight in ounces of water per day. So it may seem like that's a lot, but once again, I mean, I have my 30-ounce Yeti here, and I'm filling this bad boy up with water probably about 4 to 5 times a day. And then I make my, my energy drinks and things like that.
Yeah. That's and mine has like the ounces on the side, so that way I like pay attention
and keep track.
I like doing the clear ones so you can kind of see like where you're at for the day. And then when I notice that it's like not, hasn't gone down very much, like I better get on that drinking that water. That's why I like the clear ones, so I can pay attention, because otherwise I'm horrible about drinking water, and that's something that I try to work towards every day. So yeah, when I see the level and I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be, then that kind of helps me
stay on track. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and I know a lot of people who don't even like the taste of water. That's why my son doesn't like the taste of water, so he probably isn't drinking enough water. But you can make cucumber water. You can actually make ice cubes. You just put bits fruit in the ice tray, fill it with water. So that way you just take your cubes and you're putting it in your water, and you have a little bit of a flavor to it. And there are, did you want to go over the fruits and vegetables that contain like a high amount of water? So it doesn't all have to come from like water, but you should also have. So go ahead.
Exactly. No, there's a lot of good alternatives that are water dense of water in the fruits. So like your watermelon, your apple, celery, lettuce, peaches, carrots, did I forget any? I think
cantaloupe. Radishes, zucchini. I think those were the main ones that have a high level of water in them. I think there's a few others too, but those are kind of what people like the most. Yeah, the main ones.
Well, and watermelon right now is in season, so it's like, it tastes so good. I just bought a huge watermelon, and it's like, okay, what do I do with this thing? Because it's so big, right? So in my water, I got a salad going. I eat it just plain. Find a way to eat it, but it's so good, and it also keeps you hydrated.
And you can even make a slushy out of it too. So if you take it and you just blend it up, and then you maybe put it in the freezer for a little while, and it gets it nice, and add some water to it. There's lots. So you can get really creative, and it's super easy things to do. It's not. It's just taking the time to do it. I notice that some people, I used to be in that like quick and easy, but it does take a bit of effort to be healthy and take care of your body. It's not all instant, even though we live in an instant world.
Well, it makes it easier too if you have it in the fridge, right? It's like, have it available, fill your fridge with different things. Like, I love putting herbs in my water. So like mint or basil with the watermelons, really good combination. Or limes, lemons, just anything to get flavor. But just having it in the fridge makes a difference too. So you have, no excuse. Like, I don't want that to go bad. I better eat it, drink it, use it.
Right. Exactly.
Get creative.
And then I know I mentioned like energy drinks, but I'm using like natural, products that have hydration properties in them. Even our energy drinks have natural properties, and they add to. What do you use for, like, you do a pre-workout?
Yeah, I have my pre-workout energizer, and I love it because it helps with hydration. It helps with muscle soreness. It gives you energy. So it kind of just gives me the boost for before my workout, and it tastes amazing. And we just got the new flavor that came out, the strawberry
lemonade.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't sell out soon, because I know that I ordered mine, and I'm waiting. So hopefully it comes out, soon. People can get on it, because I have a feeling it's going to be a quick one. I just ordered it too. Oh, they are delicious. Good to know. Yeah. I tried the fruit punch. There's a fruit punch flavor. That one's good. And
I have the mixed berry. That's pretty good. I like the berry.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I actually, when my husband's like out, he's like horrible with the water consumption. So I'll actually make, we have the hydration. It's called Hydrate. So it replaces all those electrolytes, and he absolutely loves it. So I'll mix that in along with the waters that I'm carrying out to him, to make sure that I don't, have a heat stroke husband out in the yard somewhere because he tends to disappear and I can't keep track of him. So go out there with my little supplies every couple of hours.
I'm going to take care of your husband.
But, when it's super hot, when you want to go and have fun in the sun, I mean, obviously it makes sense to dress right for the weather. But, I used to be one of those people, it would be like 90 degrees outside and I would still have my little sweatshirt on or, sweater on, but I didn't realize that I was actually, overheating myself. And I've been on the lake before, like we would go as a family, like water skiing trips and what have you, and wasn't paying attention to my lack of water intake and having a great time. And I actually did get heat stroke one summer and they had to take me to the local ER because, I just started running a fever and I wasn't sweating and then I was chilled. And so it can happen super easy because you're just out there having fun and not paying attention to, your intake.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. That's crazy. Well, it's good you're okay.
Yeah, right. I'm living to tell about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then another trick is just like I started, because my husband loves coffee, so I started making his coffee in his Yeti. So this is what he takes to work, because before he was just taking a smaller one and he would use that to fill up water during the day at his.
That's
but
smart.
Now he'll fill up the whole thing, and he's having so just like few little things like that, tricks to kind of create better habits for yourself.
Yeah, it's having those little tricks and things to make it accessible, so you make the smart decision of like, okay, I got to drink some water today.
Or set an alarm. I mean, if you're really bad, set the alarm once again for like that 21 days, set an alarm for your water intake and just until it becomes a habit, then you don't need your alarm anymore.
Yeah.
So it sounds silly. It sounds silly, but some, it can be very helpful until you get those established new, better habits.
Yeah, exactly. It's those small things that we've learned or done ourselves or taught that makes a difference. That it's like, yeah, it's obvious, but until someone says it to you, it's like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And not just for your muscles and your blood or your heart and all that, but just your skin. Your skin is your largest organ of the body. Yeah. And so if you're not hydrated, then you start to age. Wrinkles, maybe that will help motivate some people, right?
Right? And as you get older, you need more water. So you're
right.
Get a little stiff, you gotta loosen those stiff muscles up. But yeah, your skin.
Exactly. So did you have any additional tips on water? What's your...
No, I think that's kind of it. I've kind of, I'm with everyone else. I try to pay attention to my water. It hasn't always been the case, but it's
hey, there's a saying, when you don't know, you don't know, but when you do know, you know, and you can't ignore it. Well, you shouldn't ignore it, and you can do better.
Exactly.
for your best health, inside and out.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Well. Yeah. No. That's all I have. And we have a new group. We're going to be starting a new group in August for people who are starting to think about, okay, maybe a little too much summertime fun right now. I need to start, getting back on track. Exactly. You got it right. So yeah, we'll post more information about that coming up. And yeah, I appreciate everyone joining us.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Hope you found value in it. And DM us if you have any questions or if you want more info about the groups we're going to be starting, or the group in August. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Have a great day. Okay. Bye.